the Xbox ROG Ally. We knew this was coming. It was titled Project Keenan behind the scenes. This is Microsoft teaming up with Asus to put out their own handheld that is supposed to feature, Xbox UI buttons and really lean into their ecosystem in a way that you can have a handheld native on the go portable Xbox, but it's not made by Microsoft in the way that their consoles are made. It's a little blurry on what their long-term plan is, because as of right now, if you play Xbox stuff on PC, it is a different selection of games than what you can on your Xbox console. The Xbox console has backwards compatibility with the original Xbox 360, the Xbox One, current day games. But Xbox PC, it has a lot of play anywhere. They touted over 1,000. It does have a lot of good stuff there, but there's plenty of huge, very important games from your Xbox library that have not been playable through the PC, and the ROG Ally will be a portable PC. It seems as if it's one of those things where it's like they're not promising it, but it really seems like they're alluding to, like, hey, we're going to make sure that in time we can get all of your Xbox Marketplace stuff onto PC, because they're moving in that direction as a third-party publisher and trying to find their new niche, because like they could be the only console that lets you play your Epic Store, your Steam Store, your GOG. I mean, they highlighted that with this ROG Ally. They were showing off the Xbox-branded one, and I have to say, for me, knowing this was coming in a sense because of the leaks and knowing that it's not a actual Microsoft-made device, I still found myself a little hyped. Like, I have no plans to buy this. It's not something I personally want exactly, but them getting in on this market, making it more accessible than the regular ROG Allies have been with Windows, and potentially getting all your games on the go there. Very exciting for people. They listed 2 models with varying degrees of space and the chipset. I'm guessing this is going to be upwards of $500 either which way. Probably pretty expensive. It's coming later this year. And they highlighted, kind of an odd coupling, they highlighted that Silksong is coming out this year. And they highlighted that with the release of this handheld, even though after the fact they confirmed Silksong has nothing to do with the release of this hardware. But they highlighted it at the same time. People have been looking forward to Silksong forever. So it was kind of hype. It was kind of cool. It's interesting to see, because we've been living in this, like, there's 3 platforms. You have Nintendo doing their own thing, and then you have the twins, Microsoft and Sony, doing more or less the same thing with their own games. Same kind of console, same kind of specs, varying degrees of controller. But now we're really seeing Microsoft being on their back foot in one sense, doing something new. So I thought this was cool. I'm glad this was announced. I'm going to be interested from people in our community that buy one. Yeah, overall, a good thing for me. Probably not something I'll buy. Joe, let's go to you first. What are your thoughts on Xbox ROG Ally?
Selfishly, I am somewhat disappointed it's not an in-house built console.
Before let me interrupt you to say, did you hear about a week ago? Because they were working on their own in-house one.
Right.
And their goal was to put out the ROG Ally this year, and then in the next year or two have their own native one that they made themselves. But it came out just a week ago from Windows Central that the UI for their Windows Xbox on handhelds is doing so poorly with efficiency compared to Steam that they officially indefinitely put their handheld on ice so that they can focus on Windows and the UI. That was just a week ago. So it's likely this type of handheld will be the only thing we get from Xbox. Not confirmed, but likely. But go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I'll just go off like confirmed things then, because like I don't pay attention to those kind of rumors, especially not Xbox or Nintendo. But like, yeah, I think it's quite disappointing we didn't get an official one that's made in-house by Xbox, because like this just kind of feels like, I don't know, like it just feels like it literally is a ROG thing, like an Asus thing, and it's like it's an Xbox thing, and we kind of already had that in many ways, like obviously not like native like Xbox partnered console, but we had like the ROG. What was the ROG one, like the portable one before?
It's just called the ROG Ally, and this is called the
ROG Xbox Ally.
Xbox Ally, yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, like that's why I said selfishly, I prefaced that, because I think from a like them going this route where like you literally are just like, oh, you guys do all the hardware, you sort it out, you R&D it, we use not our infrastructure, etc., etc. That just seems more logical for a company that isn't focusing on hardware sales like Sony and Nintendo are. And it allows them to just like go, like, yeah, just like fend it off and probably put way less money into like R&D and shit like that comparatively, and like the hardware potentially as well, of like bringing up a whole new ecosystem, because Xbox just ain't in that race anymore. Like, it's as simple as that. And maybe this can get them back in it potentially, but I just don't see it. Obviously they've like kind of beat Sony out the door with a portable console with this, so it's cool. It's just that I would have loved to see like a whole ass, because when I look at this I don't see Xbox. Like, obviously Agreed. It has like Xbox symbols on it and shit, which is cool. It has like the green RGB stick thing or whatever.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like something that's, obviously, because it's not. It doesn't look like it's developed in-house and it's from Xbox. It just kind of feels like a collaboration.
Agreed.
Which, by and large, you've got it in your hand. See, this is like the casual gamer coming out of me again, which I'm really appreciative of the fact that I'm in this space right now, because it's so like happy-go-lucky. But like, by and large, that doesn't matter. Like, you're gonna pick this thing up, you're gonna play Xbox, and you're gonna have fun. Like, it's as simple as that, you know? So yeah, I don't know. I think it's alright. It's cool.
What are your thoughts, Michael?
Oh, I loved it. Now, obviously, as somebody that I pretty much only play PlayStation, I'm not gonna pick it up, but I love the idea of it. I think I was texting you during it. I was like, man, if Sony PlayStation made something like this for PlayStation, I would buy it day zero.
Yeah,
I mean, like that's instant buy for me. Yeah, and I love the fact that you can. The big thing for me was you can download the games on, natively on the system. Which the only reason I haven't bought the PS Portal is because I don't want to stream stuff through the cloud. I want to actually download the games onto it. So I love the way it looks. I love the form factor of it. And if I was into Xbox, this would be an easy day one buy for me. I hope this makes Sony realize, oh, we need to make our own version of this. And I know they're making a handheld. I hope this is what it is. But yeah,
no, the rumor is that they're making theirs like a lower wattage version of their console. So it'd be like a PS5 portable.
Yeah, see, I think that'd be great. I hope it doesn't cost like $1,000, but yeah, I love the idea of this, just having your entire library. You can download them all the games onto there and just play them on the go. I love it. I love the idea of it, and I hope Sony does the same thing.
And it's worth noting that this will officially be the first time you can play God of War, Spider-Man, and Horizon on an Xbox device.
Yeah, on the go.
Because it's Steam's there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, but I really hope that Sony follows suit and does the same thing.
I wonder if Sony can do anything about that. Like, are they trapped? Like, is there like I don't want them to do anything about it, but they can't block it, right? Like, it's on Steam. You have to have it.
I mean, they own the game, so I mean, they probably. I don't know how that works.
It's weird.
I don't know the legality of all that, but
I don't think they care. They're making money on it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think it's pretty clear. I mean, all the rumors state this. The next full-on Xbox console is going to be the same deal. It's going to be a tower you put under your TV that's designed to look more like a console, and you're going to have all of the different storefronts. So you're going to be playing Halo and God of War on the same box.
Yeah, so crazy.
Wow.
It's an interesting. I think because Nintendo's doing their own thing and Sony won the battle of the twins, like this is a really unique way for Xbox to go, where people could go, you know what? Maybe Xbox doesn't have like exclusives, but they have this really cool, like powerful PC console where I can play my GOG and Steam and Epic games and collect all my freebies from all of them, and play some Sony exclusives on my Xbox controller. Yeah. It's a neat deal, I think.
This is where I think they should have been since like
a while ago,
mid 8th generation, like straight up. Like as soon as they lost that shit, I know it takes time to get these plans into action. But the whole like let's fully rely on Game Pass to like bring in profit to me was just like, obviously it kept them above water and kept Microsoft happy, but like this new motive to like third party buying everyone up as they are, which I don't really love, but it is what it is. And going full service, doing a console portable that's not your own console technically, I think is what they should have done for a long time. I've said for a while, I think their end game, and I believe this, and I think it should be their end game, is to go full cloud as well. Like a lot of people don't like that because it's not game ownership, like you, Michael, and stuff like that. But I think it's, from a business standpoint, I think it's their most like apt place to be right now. Well,
you could do both, right? I mean, they can do the native and the cloud thing.
Really. Well, they can, but imagine if they went like full service. They've got like no fucking hardware, nothing. You don't lose any money on that.
Eventually,
aren't they kind of doing that here though? Because it's not their hardware, like
but they still have to put money into this, surely.
True.
Yeah,
but it's more just like a partnership deal, right? I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
But, what are you gonna say, Michael?
They're the biggest part. They're just becoming the biggest publisher of games. I mean, they dominate the PlayStation charts.
Yeah,
I mean, like Forza Horizon, and I mean COD, and Oblivion remastered. See, they're just becoming like this massive publisher, and it's probably a win-win for everybody because Microsoft gets they have all these games. PlayStation's like, okay, we'll take the games and people buy them, we get a cut, and it feels like everybody wins in a way, and it's just I mean I agree with you. They probably should have just started moving more in this direction sooner, but I mean they're definitely in a good position, not in terms of hardware, but in terms of just as a game publisher, definitely in a good spot.
Yeah, a lot more to say there. I think we can do a whole episode on that as well. I think it's such a unique space for Xbox to go in, and it really mixes up the console market.